our living benefits lineup looks like. So we're looking at terminal illness, chronic illness, critical illness, critical injury, and then a newly introduced, first of its kind, Alzheimer's disease rider. So purest form of life insurance, the thing that we think of most often when we're discussing life insurance is that die too soon piece. So how do I go back and I protect my family that I showed you a picture of earlier? How do I protect them if I'm not here to do what I do? How do they continue living in our house, going to school, making sure that my wife is equipped to care for our family in a prudent way? And then vice versa, if something happens to my wife, how am I equipped to make sure that I can do that and I can love my boys the best that I know how and be taken care of from a financial perspective? But here's where living benefits come in. What could be more expensive than dying? Not dying. We think about the significant events that could happen to us. And not only do we have to live now with this significant event, so we think about a significant cancer diagnosis, a significant heart attack, a significant health event. We have to live with that event. We have to make modifications to our lifestyles. We have to make modifications potentially to our house. Our work is going to be impacted. And we have to continue doing what we do and continue caring for those we love the most. That is where living benefits come in, and specifically what we call accelerated benefit riders. So we're going to start with terminal illness. So terminal illness, this is where you go to the doctor and your doctor says, you have less than 2 years to live. In most states, that definition for us is 24 months. There are a couple states, a handful of states where their state regulations require it to be 12, but our definition in most states is a generous 24 months. This rider is available on your policy immediately. So that means if you apply, answer all the questions on the application honestly, and then you go to a doctor's appointment and you get diagnosed, you get told the worst thing that you could possibly hear, and the doctor says, hey, you're not going to die yet, but you're about to. This rider is available. This allows you to accelerate up to $1.5 million to be used for whatever you want. So this means this is all dependent on the policy size, and it depends on the death benefit that is available. But you get to take a lump sum of up to $1.5 million. And again, you can use this for whatever you want. That means experimental treatment. That means if you want to go take a family trip, you can do it. If that means if you want to leave your death benefit intact, you can do it. You have the choice. Again, up to $1.5 million, and funds can be used at your discretion. It's paid out in a lump sum that's discounted from the death benefit. Next, we move on to chronic illness. So chronic illness is closely associated with long-term care. So long-term care and chronic illness is the triggering event is going to be the inability to do 2 of 6 activities of daily living. So 2 of 6 activities of daily living. What are activities of daily living? Bathing, continence, dressing, eating, toileting, transferring. Just the basic things that you have to do without assistance just to basically survive. If you can't do those things, then you need help. Where does that help generally come from? Well, it either comes from a family member or you have to have paid care. And so this is where life insurance could step in with this chronic illness rider. This rider will pay 2% of the death benefit, of the discounted death benefit for 50 months. So 50, so a little over 4 years. And again, this can be payable up to $1.5 million, depending on the size of the policy. So it's all about the size of the face amount, but we can pay up to $1.5 million with this benefit. And here's the cool thing about this. This condition does not have to be permanent. So what does that mean? We do have a 90-day elimination period. So that means that this condition has to have been going on for 90 days, certified by a doctor. But we think about temporary conditions. What could that temporary condition be? Think about a severe auto accident, a severe physical accident to where you are recovering for a long period of time, but it's still not permanent. This rider could step in and help you do what you need to do. And you get to recertify every single year. So this benefit does not have, or this condition does not have to be permanent. And we also get to cover cognitive impairment. So cognitive impairment is related to memory issues. And so we think about things like Alzheimer's and dementia. And this rider can step in and help pay for the care when you need it the most.